Syracuse wins the tip. Ron Groover, Tommy Morrissey, Jerry Heater are our officials. And we are underway in the Dome. The second meeting between the Orange and the Tar Heels this season. The Syracuse team, which won 2 home games last week, got blown out by Duke on Monday at Cameron. The first shot missed from J.J. Starling and rebounded by William Kyle. Nate Kings, starting 5 for Syracuse. Nate George runs the show with Starling, Kings, Freeman, and Kyle. That's a tough shot that rolls home for George, and Syracuse scores on the first 2 trips.
If you're Syracuse, it's about starting to dictate the game early and then finding things that you can build on in terms of confidence. And a few made shots go a long way when they come early in the game.
Tar Heels just 3-5 on the road this season, undefeated at home. They have really struggled, particularly on defense on the road. Bogavac backs in the first 2, the junior from Montenegro. You may see in some desperation in the early minutes.
Is that how you're selling this one?
Absolutely. Wounded pride. Starling scores it for 2. I mean, Syracuse coming off the largest loss they've had in 20 years.
It garners your attention when he's got the ball in his hands. He can shoot it from 3 and he can move it.
Kings, a little seal from Kyle, and Nate Kings makes it 8-2 Syracuse. Coming off an 82-58 loss at NC State Tuesday, their largest loss to state in 64 years, and they didn't have that guy. Veesaar with his first bucket. Does he look like he's moving okay to you, having not practiced since last Monday?
I mean, I haven't been a doctor for a couple days, but I would say he looks pretty good to start.
Does it just come and go, your doctorate? Starling floats it home.
I think all my expertise comes and goes pretty quickly.
Life is fluid. 10-4. Starling has hit 2 of 3. The Orange, a hot shooting start, and there's Kyle. 4th best shot blocker in the nation with his first swat. Trimble can't follow it up. Starling tips it out to Dixon, who buries it 3. Those Syracuse substitutes are Tyler Betsy and the freshman Sadiq White. Jonathan Powell on the floor for Carolina. Bogavac finishes through contact and a 3-point opportunity.
Very aggressive. You deny the ball screen and just attack. No one's there to stop. If you have space to attack, make the entire game uncomfortable. But how it's called will probably matter more than anything else.
2 top 4 matchups today. 3rd time that's happened in the regular season in the same day in the history. Maybe a little more Sadiq White today. Puts the Orange back in front. Veesaar into Kyle, raises over one of the nation's best shot blockers and scores.
It's really a clear right side where no help was present. So in an ISO 1-on-1 situation, I take Veesaar 9 times out of 10.
14-14, here's Starling leading the way with an early 6. Left it short, and the rebound bobbles out to Dixon. Carolina trying to run early. Powell buries it. It's his second turnover.
This is just too easy. Just right on the block. The entire side is vacated, which allows that turn.
You really have to fill this building to make it sound like it's full. And Syracuse has dropped to 6th in the nation in attendance this year. This is their biggest crowd of the season.
I was hoping you'd bring that up, because I think that was shocking to both of us.
Freeman has been off the floor for a long time for Syracuse. Veesaar buries it 3. Henri Veesaar in his first game back since last Tuesday has an early 9.
I think that's the key, and he's got the size advantage, but he doesn't settle with just having the size advantages. He gets the position advantage as well.
Evans lets it fly from 3. Boy, they need something out of Kyan Evans, who's been scoreless 5 of the last 7, and that is a great sign for Hubert Davis. Defended by Freeman. Gets the clean rejection this time. Syracuse has just 2 assists on 11 made baskets, as Betsy buries the first Orange 3. Syracuse defended well enough. They haven't needed 3s. They're 1 for 10, and yet they're tied.
Hey, you make me feel badly about criticizing that miss.
Well, I'm sure you knew that. You do your homework. Trimble inside. It's tapped in by Zayden High, and Carolina's back in front. So we'll say it's been a lot of individual brilliance. How about that?
Sometimes it's get yours basketball.
Starling just got his pocket picked by Trimble. Ah! And Zayden High enjoyed it.
You go back outside, you kick it out, and he pump fakes and goes to the basket. Now this is just too easy for Melo Trimble, but this is something.
High and a back down of White. Veesaar. Take the three and soars in for a sky-high 2.
Inside out basket. Oh, pump fake, go to the basket, finish.
They lost it. Back out for George. A refeed to Freeman. He's got to go. And that tough 2 is short.
Look where he's getting the catch. Do your work early. You've got an advantage. Put yourself in a position where you could take advantage of it. That's one.
All the way for Trimble.
The effort it took to get you where you wanted to get the ball. And Donnie Freeman's just standing and waiting to get the catch. And it's not about Yaxel as much as about can Cameron Boozer play that versatile game, because Lendenborg's been all over the court.
Zayden High with a corner 3, just his second 3 of the year. And Tar Heels trying to get to 2-1 without Caleb Wilson. And Henri Veesaar's return. Veesaar scores it over Kyle, who wants to travel. Starling. In a long time since his last bucket. Stevenson helped get a piece of that one. Jared Stevenson making an impact in a game where he's only scored 3. He will be aggressive here. He's now up to 5, and UNC is running away with it late.
He don't want nothing to do with this either. I mean, you say it's in a weird place for Syracuse. It's in a weird place for college basketball.
Yes.
And I think the next 2 or 3 years, when we start to figure out.
Arizona, Houston are coming up on ABC. But in the entree, it's North Carolina coming into the Dome with a 77-64 win. A welcome return for Henri Veesaar and Hubert Davis' Tar Heels.